Hey there, and welcome to this explainer. If you're one of those focused learners trying to, optimize your workflow without completely draining your bank account, well, you're absolutely going to want to hear this. Today, we're diving into how to completely replace insanely expensive premium software with totally free, locally run open source AI tools. We're talking about 10 specific tools here, and they handle the whole shebang, from full on video production to building complex apps right on your own machine. So let's just anchor ourselves immediately with the financial reality of all this. Right now, individuals and companies alike are just bleeding money on AI subscriptions every single month. I mean, a heavy user can easily drop $1,000 to $2,000 a month on subscriptions for images, voice, video, coding, you name it. And entire companies try close to $50,000 a month. That is just a staggering amount of capital tied up in monthly fees just to access top tier AI. But here's the massive shift, and it's perfectly captured by a quote from our source material. I just canceled a big chunk of it. And why is that? Because literally every single one of those expensive cloud-based tools now has a free open source equivalent that performs the exact same job. And honestly, the best part? It runs right on your own computer. You no longer have to pay these massive recurring fees just to rent someone else's servers. Okay, let's dive into this, because I know exactly what you might be thinking. Open source software running locally, that sounds, well, incredibly complicated and highly technical. But what if you could replace all of those expensive subscriptions for free without needing a computer science degree? Section 1, the zero code installation secret. Look, I want to reassure you right out of the gate, this requires absolutely zero technical knowledge. Seriously, if you can copy and paste text, you can use what we call the agentic loophole. You don't have to navigate scary terminal windows or, install complex dependencies by hand. Instead, you just use an AI coding agent like Codex to do all the heavy lifting for you. You literally just copy a GitHub link, tell your AI agent, hey, install this for me, and it handles the rest. It picks the folder, checks your storage, downloads the repository, builds it, and even opens the app for you. It really is that simple. Moving on to Section 2, free studio quality content tools. Now, what's really interesting about this is that we're going to focus first on tools that deliver those incredible, flashy visual and audio outputs that usually cost an absolute premium. Take Open Montage, for example. It calls itself the first open source agentic video production tool. And notice that word, production. It's not just a basic editor. This tool handles the entire video creation process from start to finish, all based on a single typed sentence. So to put that into perspective, our source provided a prompt for a 40-second cinematic video about a lightning storm over the ocean at night using only real footage. Open Montage went off, searched the internet, picked the absolute best real storm clips, cut them together with these soft crossfades, color graded the footage to feel super moody, and even added storm sound design. It even wrote its own script explaining the signs of thunderstorms, generated a calm documentary voiceover, and mixed it perfectly with the audio, all from one single sentence. I mean, no wonder it has over 35,000 stars on GitHub. Now, if you just need images, you have to look at Ideogram 4.0. Most paid AI tools are, well, notoriously terrible at generating text within images. You usually just end up getting this weird alien gibberish, right? But Ideogram, which again is totally open source and free, gets text flawless. In our sources test, it perfectly generated this wild cosmic turtle carrying a fantasy kingdom with the words "Explore the Unknown" written perfectly in gold. It's going head to head with major paid models like GPT Image 2, but it costs you literally nothing. All right, let's add some audio to the mix. VoiceBox is an open source voice cloner. Normally, if you want an AI to learn your exact voice and read any text back to you, you're stuck paying hefty monthly fees to tools like ElevenLabs. VoiceBox completely replaces them, and it runs securely and locally on your own machine. And by using that zero-code installation trick we talked about earlier, you can install this 500-megabyte app effortlessly. It runs on the Qwen 3TS model. You just upload a short clip of yourself speaking, paste in the transcript of that exact clip, and boom, in about 1 minute, you have a flawless AI profile of your voice. From then on, you have endless free voiceovers for your videos in your exact tone without paying a single rupee. So incredible content tools, right? But what happens when you want to run massive, complex tasks all day long? What if your AI agent had unlimited, free fuel to do all the heavy thinking? Which brings us to Section 3, infinite brains and free fuel. Let's shift our focus a bit from flashy content creation to the underlying, highly powerful models, the brains of the operation. that actually drive automated coding and complex apps. The real standout here is NVIDIA Neotron 3 Ultra. This is NVIDIA's newest, most powerful OpenAI model, and it is an absolute behemoth, boasting 550 billion parameters. So the crucial point is that NVIDIA open-sourced both the model and the training data. By using a tool called Llama to load this into your coding agent, you transform a basic agent into an absolute powerhouse brain running completely locally.
And here is a stunning narrative of what this brain can actually do. Given just a single prompt to build an EMI calculator in one HTML file with 0 servers, Neotron just got right to work. But it didn't just blindly write code, it actually checked its own work. When it found an error, it fixed it and rebuilt the code before ever even showing the user. The final result was a fully working calculator complete with interactive sliders, a donut chart, and a full 20-year repayment breakdown.
But as we all know, running a brain like that uses tokens, and usually tokens equal money. Enter OmniRote. OmniRote basically acts as a free gateway. It connects to over 236 different API providers, most of which happen to have a free tier, and it automatically routes your request to the best available free model. If one runs out, it just quietly falls back to another. They estimate it gives you around 1.6 billion free tokens a month. Your agent literally never stops working, and you never, ever see a surprise bill. Section 4. The Ultimate Open Source Studio. All right, let's look at some tools that bundle massive capabilities together while ensuring absolute data privacy on your own computer. For professionals like doctors, lawyers, or really anyone handling confidential company data, paid cloud AI note-takers are a massive risk because your highly sensitive audio leaves your device. Well, Meetly changes all of this. It's an open-source, completely free meeting note-taker with an MIT license that transcribes and summarizes right on your local laptop using small AI models. Every single thing stays on your device, and there is no weird bot joining your call just to stare at everyone. And this brilliantly illustrates just how accessible open source has become. Easy diffusion. Stable Diffusion is super famous, but let's be honest, it can look like a wall of scary code. Easy Diffusion wraps it in a simple, one-click, super clean browser interface. You just type in that you want a photograph of an astronaut riding a horse, specify what you don't want, and your very own PC renders a beautiful, photorealistic image for absolutely zero cost. Now, if you want it all in one place, you've got to look at Open Generative AI. This is a complete creative dashboard running locally that packs over 200 AI models inside it. We are talking about integrations with heavy hitters like Flux, Kling, Sora, and Veo. You get entirely dedicated studios for images, video, audio, lip syncing, and even body swapping, all bundled into one unrestricted, totally free dashboard. Finally, for the true video professionals out there, we have Palmyra Pro and Hyperframes. Palmyra Pro actually plugs your AI agent right into your editing timeline on Mac, letting you just hand off chunks of manual editing over to the AI. Hyperframes takes it a massive step further. It turns code directly into MP4 videos. Our source showed exactly how it generated this hyper-realistic 3D liquid glass and chrome ribbons colliding in absolutely stunning cinematic 8K resolution, and it did it entirely from code. It essentially completely replaces the need for a motion designer in After Effects. Oh, and remember, the source material explicitly notes that the exact prompts to achieve these results are fully available in their free community description. We have covered some immense ground today in this explainer, from full-on video production and perfect text rendering to massive 550 billion parameter brains and completely private studios, all running locally, all installed with absolutely zero code, and all completely free. The gap between having an idea in your head and bringing it into reality is now completely free to bridge. So, I leave you with this final exciting thought. Armed with all of these open source tools, what will you build first?